in 10 years from now, I don't want to be looking back and say Israel was at war and during my 20s, I could have served in the army and didn't. My name is Blake Flayton. I'm originally from Arizona, but I moved to Israel 3 years ago. What made me move to Israel was two things. Growing up, I really wanted to have a career in progressive politics and liberal politics in America. But I realized when I got to college mm, that there wasn't really a space for me in the American progressive left. As somebody who very much had never been to Israel, but was very much passionate about Jewish culture and Jewish history. Um, and that was really hard for me to accept. And I realized that I wanted to be amongst people who shared my values, which was not in America. And also, the second reason that I decided to make Aliyah was that I say that I grew up in a very secular environment. We went to synagogue twice a year. I was bar mitzvahed and all of that stuff. And I went to a Jewish summer camp, but we weren't very religious. And I started feeling more and more that the only really way, for me at least, to feel authentically Jewish in America was by way of religion. And as somebody who is not prepared to or is not wanting to incorporate religion into my life, I found that the option that Israel offers of like secular Zionism is really important for me. So I decided to join the F a short time after October 7th because beforehand I was living in Israel for about a year and didn't really think it was necessary to join. Then after October 7th, I realized that I actually had a duty to the country and that I needed to do something and give to the people of this country rather than just take from them, take life experiences and all the good things that Israel has to offer. I want to offer Israel something in return. And also, I realize that, in 10 years from now, I don't want to be looking back and say Israel was at war and during my 20s, I could have served in the army and didn't. So the activism will change because I'm not going to be as, politically opinionated about internal Israeli affairs for the next 2 years, but I hope to still be visible. I hope to still be, able to use social media to advocate for Israel, even if it's not in the tone and with all of the details and commentary that I usually advocate for Israel with. If you're in your 20s and you're making Aliyah, then you should definitely join the army because I made that decision knowing that it was the right thing to do. It's the important, right, ethical thing to do when you move here in your 20s. Whether or not it's going to be a good experience, I don't know yet. I don't know if I can give that advice yet because I haven't gone through the experience, but I would encourage them to at least enlist like I have.